how can I help you?
I got a beautiful piece of Renaissance art that you might want to see.
Okay.
Open this very carefully. I mean, it's 500 years old. You got to be careful with stuff like that.
Okay. All right, so you have what appears to be an etching, and you're saying it's 500 years old?
Yeah.
Who was it done by?
Raphael.
The turtle or the artist?
I came down to the pawn shop today because I want to sell my Raphael print. It's been in the family many years, and my daughter is about to get married, and we would like to do a very nice wedding. The work is worth, in our opinion, $95,000.
When someone walks in my pawn shop, they say they have a Raphael.
Right.
It's sort of like walking in here, I have the Holy Grail. Okay, so where did you get this?
Well, my wife and I got it, and her family gave it to us when we got married. So family claims they had it for another 125 years or so.
Okay. You know, Raphael, I think, died in like 1520. And he's considered maybe the greatest painter ever. If you had a large painting by Raphael, you would get $100 million.
Yeah.
A lot of these times, they had these big commissions that would take forever to do. I mean, you know, you paint the Sistine Chapel, Michelangelo, it took him 10 years. On the side, it would be doing small drawings like this. Basically, the printing company would hand him a piece of copper, and there would be a sheet of wax over it. And the artist would sit there, and he would draw into the wax. And what the engraver would do is they would soak the copper plate in acid, okay? So it would make an indentation. That's called an etching. So then the way they printed them was they would ink the plate, they'd lay that flat basically on a piece of wood, and press the paper into it. That's why people bought the prints, because they considered it made by the artist's hand.
I see.
If it's a first date etching, it's a remarkable find, because there's probably less than 100 in existence. It's pretty rare that I get anything from the Renaissance, much less a Renaissance master. There's next to none of them out there, and those people who do have them don't want to sell them. First off, what do you want to do with it?
I'd like to sell it.
Okay, so how much were you looking to get out of it?
I was looking for $95,000.
I mean, if it's a first date and it's actually done by Raphael, you might be asking too little.
Oh.
Okay. I do a little bit of everything in the world, from Oriental pottery here to ancient Greek coins. The art I know about, but a little bit of knowledge is a dangerous thing. I have a guy who has tons of knowledge. If you want to meet me over at his gallery, we can go up there. He can look at it, and he can give me his opinion.
Great. All right.
Okay.
We'll see you there. Oh, I would like the expert to look at this, because this will just validate what I've been saying, and you can see the age of the print and how beautiful it is.
You remember Gerard?
Yeah.
He came out to your shop on the Monet
Yeah.
one time.
We know Monet.
Yeah, we know Monet. Lots of Monet.
I'm specialized in art authentication and art appraisal. Raphael is a domain that I'm really specialized in.
Well, look what I got here.
Aha.
It's supposed to be a Raphael. I don't know.
Okay.
That's why I'm here.
Let's get it up on the operating table and take a look.
All right.
All right, here, follow me. When Rick called me and told me he was bringing somebody by who had a purported Raphael sketch, I got goosebumps, because if this sketch is legit, this is going to be probably one of the most important pieces ever brought to me by Rick. You don't get much higher up the pyramid than Raphael. He's really considered the third great master to come out of the High Renaissance. Obviously, you've got Leonardo da Vinci, you've got Michelangelo, and then you've got Raphael. And Raphael, he wasn't a third banana. I mean, he was considered a prodigy. He worked for 2 popes. His works hang, you know, he's got frescoes and original paintings hanging in the Vatican, and just an exceptional draftsman. That I think you'd agree.
Absolutely. The drawings of Raphael are selling like $42 million.
Oh, yes, of course.
He was exceptional at capturing really the idealized human form. And he was very much influenced by Leonardo's explorations of that and Michelangelo's explorations of that, particularly Michelangelo's David.
The story that the family passed down, that is the picture of the model that Michelangelo used for David.
Obviously, it is a print.
Right.
What I'd like to do, and Gerard, you might want to too, I want to take a closer look at it with my magnifying glass,
Sure.
get a better idea of what type of print it is, when it possibly could have been done. So
Okay.
I'll take a look here. Take a look at this, Gerard. The one thing that gives me pause is if you notice down here in the lower left,
Yeah.
you can see where the edge is uneven, where it's been trimmed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought too. This paper is maximum 100, 150 years old. Was never from period.
I think it might be a collotype, which is a photomechanical method of reproducing artwork that they were doing in the 1850s. So certainly from a period standpoint, that matches up with when you said it entered into your family's collection. The problem with a value on that is that the more the artist is involved in the creation of the print, the higher the value. Obviously, if Raphael himself had done an engraving, we'd be talking, hundreds of thousands of dollars. But this was done long after his passing, even though it was done 150 years ago. That's still, 300 years after he lived.
Okay.
So what do you think it's worth?
In my opinion, it's worth, and I think Red's gonna agree, between $300 and $400, Rick.
It has more value as a collectible than necessarily a fine art piece.
Wow, okay. It has a lot of value to me. It's a very beautiful piece of work, and we always loved it, so.
Well, obviously, we're not going to make a deal because the money's not there.
Okay.
Hey, at least we found out exactly what it was.
We found it out. We've solved the mystery.
Thanks,
See you guys.
Drive safe.
Well, I'm going to take it back home and hang it on the wall where it was and enjoy it because it's still a beautiful work of art. But I'm also happy that the experts gave us the real truth, what type of reproduction it is.